Hi there. Today I'm going to demonstrate the use of the Line 6 Helix to produce a sort of shimmer reverb backing for solo guitar. This can be a little bit complicated to set up compared to some other effects on the Helix. I feel that the sort of out of the box preset settings don't really get you there. I've seen a few other people giving this a go in presets that you can get on Custom Tone, but none with any explanation. So I thought I'd just go through it very quickly and give a little demo of what it can sound like. Obviously you have to excuse my playing and use your imagination. It would be better, I'm sure, if Eric Johnson was the one with. So on screen you'll be able to see I've got a patch set up. It's not too complicated, just a couple of gain pedals into an amp with a compressor, then two reverbs. So one is just set very low, just as a sort of comfort reverb, I guess, and then the other one is our particle verb. So this is like Line 6's imitation of maybe a Strymon Shimmer Reverb, or like a sort of TC Electronic Shimmer. And then I've got a LA compressor afterwards to bring together the two components of the sound. I'll share the preset alongside the video, so anyone who wants to play along can give this a go as well. So if I have the Shimmer Reverbs currently bypassed, as are the drive pedals, and so it's just a basic guitar sound. Actually, there's quite a bit of reverb on that now I listen to it, but it's not too obnoxious. Okay. So if I turn the shimmer on, we get this sound. And you'll note that the dwell on this line here is set to 99%, which basically means it's going to stick with that kind of choral sound indefinitely, almost indefinitely, which may or may not be a good thing depending on your perspective. So it's good if you want to play a solo over the top of a sort of a tonal backing, because it means you can play a chord, set the reverb going, and then play your solo on top of it, and it will pretty much stay there in the background until you do something about it. That's a good thing. It's actually quite nice in that it also evolves over time, so it doesn't stay totally static in its sound. It moves around a bit, and actually that's quite a nice property for a backing track. It does get quieter, it does sort of get filtered over time, but in a sort of quite a nice musical way. So the problem is, if you just have the particle verb turned on and you play a chord and then you start playing a solo, it quickly gets very muddy, and it might be okay if you're just playing chord tones over the top of a chord, and it's just going to build into a mega fat chord. But if you want to play anywhere outside, like a harmonic grouping, it's really going to sound kind of bad kind of quickly. So what I've done is basically use a momentary pedal assignment to flip the reverb between two states. So I've got this bypassed, which I did just to show you what it sounds like, but if I put it back to its original state, the normal state of affairs is I can play guitar and it will not be affected by this particle reverb. Only when we press the momentary foot switch does it accept input and set this infinite loop buffer into use. So essentially we press the switch to hold the note or tone that we're playing. So we play a chord, press the switch, let it go. Let me do that a bit louder. So if we press the switch, play a chord, press the switch, let it go, and we can hear we've got ourselves a C major, not totally static, evolving backing. And then I press it again, and it gradually dies away. So that's ideal. And we can use that, you know, press it again to die away just to change chord. And it works relatively quickly. We have one chord, second chord. It's got a bit muddy. Takes a little practice to get the timing right. And then it's up to you what you play over the top of it and how you go about using it. I think you can get some really good effects. Give it a go.